Hey guys, welcome to Style by Bernadette. This is Bernadette, also known as Hoodie, Hood Oracle, Rev Hoodie. All right, so we're going to get straight into the matter at hand here. And I have my friend on the line here. This is really something that we had to do because we were just knocked off of our podcast. We have a podcast called TTSI on Anchor, okay? And we were just knocked off of it. We did a whole one before there that was 70 minutes long and no interruptions. This one, we were exposing somebody and we got booted off after only 20 minutes. Now, the person that we were referring to is behind this. Now, this is what I'm going to make you aware of. My friend Aquaria, she is one of the most decent people that I know. She will always give you the benefit of the doubt. Me, not so much. Okay? I am that bitch that if I will give you the fucking side eye. Okay? She has repeatedly talked me off the ledge of coming live on here, sometimes at 3 a.m, okay, because I was not going to be able to sleep unless I got this out. But she wanted to give people the benefit of the doubt because that's how decent she is. So y'all karmic bitches should be kissing her ass. You should be kissing her ass. Instead of fucking making your whatever videos you want to make about people and start talking shit about people, it's because of her that it prevented me from really raking you across the coals as Hoodie knows how to do. So you should be kissing her ass. I'm not playing with you, bitch. With your man hands. Okay? You got a feminine name, but there's nothing feminine about you. Be looking like the love child of Shanae and Wanda. Yeah, bitch, I'm talking to you. You want to start smoke, you want none of this smoke. Ask some people that have been booted off of this fucking platform already if you want to fucking start some smoke with me. Ask a motherfucker. And if you have some problem, don't go fucking run into your fucking candles. You're claiming up and down that you don't do magic on people. Meanwhile, there was nothing wrong with our connection. I'm paid up. I paid my bill. I'm plugged into my charger. Okay? So is my friend. Okay? Everything was done so that we can prevent any kind of interruptions. And then because we're talking about you, and you are about to get exposed for the fucking fraudulent ass bitch you are, you cut it off, right? But no, you're not doing any magic on people. Bullshit, bitch. Bullshit. Aquaria, do you have anything to say to that?
Before I start, I want to ask the viewers, can y'all hear me?
I just turned the fan off so you can hear her. You guys let her know if you can hear her.
If y'all can hear me, say yes. Okay, I see. All right, I see the comments coming in. Okay, they can hear me.
Okay, yes.
Okay. Now, if y'all go to my YouTube channel, it's Aquaria Emesis. And in my videos, I can be a bit of a bitch. But as much as a bitch I can be, I'm one of the most humble people, most loving people that you can meet. I have enemies that have cried on my shoulder because they know I don't go back and say shit that that people can find me. I have enemies that didn't like me growing up that could trust me before the bitches that they call their friends. If you understand what I'm saying, that's the type of person that I am. That's the type of people that's instilled in me. So when Bernadette would come to me talking about this, it was like, no, about it because Aquarius people, you know, any Aquarius, we don't like drama. We don't like confrontation. We keep to ourselves. We mind our business. We give zero fucks what people think about us. We don't care. We keep it moving. So for months, Bernadette has been coming to me with suspicions about this chick, and I'm like, no, it's all good. She's not doing nothing or whatever. But I started to see shit. Okay, first of all, I have a slogan. You play chess, not checkers.
Tell him, girl.
Okay?
Tell him.
Anybody that knows Aquarius people, we're about logic. We're about the mind. We're called sapiosexuals. We're literally sexually attracted to the intelligence in people. We're known for, we're turned on by people's minds, people's intelligence. We work from a logical place. That's why people feel like we're out of touch with our emotions. That's not true. We're just in control of our emotions. When Aquarians feel, we feel very deeply. We just know how to, catch that shit. We know how to control our emotions. And once we're in a place where we can't, you better fucking run. Okay, Bernadette will tell you she has seen a very darker side.
You don't want to mess with this bitch. You don't want none of this smoke. You don't want none of Aquaria's smoke, because let me tell you, I talk very tough on this channel, but this lady right here, okay, if she's going to whoop your ass, it takes like 8 people to fucking pull her off of you. Okay, so she sees red. When she sees red, it's over for you, bitch. Do not get on her bad side.
Once you take me there, I don't give a fuck about your threat. I don't give a fuck about how many ancestors you are.
Let's talk about that for a minute. You like to talk about ancestors? You like to talk about ancestors? Bitch, don't you think that my ancestors are watching your ancestors? Okay? And do you really think that your ancestors are going to fucking protect you when what we're doing comes from a place that you're trying to mock and make yourself like you're something that you're not? You're a whole ass karmic, all 8 feet of you, okay? Looking dumpy as hell.
The benefit of the doubt. And then you come from my chest, not checkers slogan. And then
fuck out of here.
Like Bernadette came up with it first. No, Bernadette didn't come up with it first. I gave that to her. I gave that to her. And if none of y'all believe me, scroll down her community board.
Exactly. I give credit where credit is due.
To the live she done, I have said that plenty of times. So how we get it from you, and speaking of ancestors, let me explain something to you really quick. I don't even have to go that fucking far back in my family tree. I have a father that passed away when I was 14 years old. I have an older brother who died in a car crash in 1987, who was a martial artist. I have a grandfather that would pull guns out on cops. I have a grandmother that pulled guns out on people that didn't play. People that come to Jersey that know my family do not fuck with us. Our names and reputations out here are very well known. We're very well known. Especially my father and my grandfather and a couple of my relatives who passed away. I don't even have to go generations back. All I gotta do is call this, and you have problems. I don't give a fuck who you want to call on your family tree. That bitch will get burnt the fuck down with those people I named alone. So that ancestor shit, that shit don't fucking phase me. Cause ain't nobody fuck with my father when he was alive, and ain't nobody fucking with him now that he's on the other side. They don't play. People don't play with my father. They don't play with my granddad. They don't play with my brother. You gotta stretch back a millennium to get some fucking body. All I gotta do is go back to the generation that raised me, that I have memories with, that walk with me.
Aquaria.
That I'm building memories with.
You want to tell the people what we were talking about in that podcast that got bumped off?
I'm still hot right now.
Honey, I mean, I had the full fan on me. I'm full blast and I'm fucking burning up.
Yo, this is how I get when I'm mad. Like I can't even think right now because I gave her the benefit of the doubt, and then she interfered. You know, it's more to me than it was for Bernadette because she knew. She knew.
I did.
Just left that shit off. And then once we started talking about her, and then we kept getting bumped off of the recording.
How do you explain that? Like I said, the both of us are paid up. We paid our bills. We paid the electric bill. We are plugged into our chargers. There's no reason why it should have gotten bumped off. Okay, I had plenty of space. Okay, because on Anchor, it's unlimited space. They don't know how long your podcast is going to be, so they give you unlimited for free. Okay, so there was no physical reason. As soon as we started figuring out shit about this bitch, and it's happened more than once, we got knocked off. But no, in the same breath, that bitch wants to talk about her being attacked. Bitch, have you ever stopped to think that maybe what you perceive as an attack is somebody defending themselves of something that you have done? No.
You can't even say this is me just coming for you, picking on you.
Exactly.
The benefit of the doubt.
Exactly. I wanted to fucking rake you through the coals and she wouldn't let me.
She's just coming for you just because she want to be another attack. What you want to say? I put spells on you too? No, I don't do magic.
Oh, but everything's a spell, right, Brina?
I know how to throw hands. You can't officialize to here and accuse me of doing magic or nothing. I'll drag you.
She'll fucking drag you. Do not play with this woman.
That magic is for punks.
It really is.
That don't know how to throw hands. So I don't care.
Let me tell you something. If either of us see you in the street, you better be thankful that you're bumping your fucking gums behind a screen, okay? To stay up in that algorithm, okay? To get your mindless karmic followers to fucking believe every fucking piece of dribble that comes out of your fucking mouth. You're shitting out things left and right and they're fucking eating that shit up because they have not a sense of true spirituality in their entire shallow fucking shell of a human body. But you're eating it up, aren't you, bitch? That gut's getting nice and fat, right? Talking about some mess about.
We were talking about how karmic gravitates to channels like this.
Yes.
Let me tell y'all something. The majority of people that be watching these channels
are karmic. Yep.
Okay? We just revealed that twin flames are from the lost tribes of Israel.
Mm-hmm. Tell me why we got bumped off after that. If it wasn't true, then how come we got bumped off? But yet the lies have nothing happening to them, right? Right? What are you worried about, bitch? Exactly what are you worried about? You got double my numbers, double my views. What the fuck exactly is your issue? What's your issue?
How a channel that has 10,000 subscribers, 30,000 subscribers, constantly coming for Bernadette?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. Like, damn, bitch. Obviously, I'm doing something right. So now, let's just break it down, the psychology of this shit, right? I've made pretty much a name for myself here since 2016, okay? I was the first one, facts, that was exposing the karmic. The one first, facts, that was exposing the darkness. Everybody else kind of came on later on in the next station. But no, everybody wants to be like they're the fucking pioneer here, right? You want smoke with me, bitch. You want smoke? Ask a motherfucker that got booted off ×3, okay? If you should be playing with me. Ask a bitch. Ask a bitch. Because two of them have not made a single video in over 2 weeks. Fuck out of here. Exactly. Exactly. All these people, I don't understand what the problem is. You got all of these subscribers. If that really was a gauge as to whether you were a fraud or the real thing, then why are you coming for me? You got double, triple, quadruple my numbers, right? Right? But you want to come for me. Why? Because my job is to expose you. And now everybody wants to expose everybody, right? Now, all of a sudden, you see this person exposed, that person exposed, this person exposed, that person exposed. But meanwhile, the one that was originally doing it, going hoarse, having people attack her throat, gets no recognition at all. Well, that's just fine, isn't it?
I'm gonna just calm down right now. I was mad. I really am mad.
Oh, no. I'm mad enough for the both of us. I'm mad enough for the both of us.
I want to go back to being happy-go-lucky. Unlike some people on the internet, I don't play no fucking victim coming on social media. Oh, they tried me. Oh, they did this. No, that ain't me. I'm not nobody's victim. I don't do that.
No.
So all we was doing was just trying to drop truth, in this podcast. And we were attacked. We were constantly being bumped off of the recording.
Mm-hmm. And I wanted to make a point about that. I have noticed something.
Sometimes our throat chakras were under attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like I said, it was confirmation.
Mm-hmm. Look, man, when I have a feeling about somebody, I stick to that feeling. It's like, no.
And I'm the one that's here, like, telling her, maybe you overreact.
Yeah, she did. She's like, Bernie, stop being extra. Yeah, she told me. Look, man, I have nothing to hide from you guys. She told me, stop being extra. Sometimes you're a little extra. And granted, yes, I am. But I was right.
Because there's a lot of anger, energy, and we may sound all over the place. But if you experience what we just did, I'm trying to help y'all understand the best way possible why this is upsetting. It's upsetting because we are actual twins. Mm-hmm. And y'all don't understand. If you're not really following this journey, you don't understand what the real ones are going through on a regular basis. First of all, if you are a true, authentic twin, you're not only going to find that out, you're going to find out you're from the tribes of Israel. I don't care what your experience is with this person that you call your twin. If you do not fall under the house of Israel, you are not one of the twin flames.
Sorry. It is what it is.
What number you saw, I don't care if you saw 1111 at breakfast. I don't care if you saw 222 at lunch. I don't care if you saw 888 at dinner on the clock. I don't care.
I want to make another point. And Aquaria, I know that you're going to agree with this, okay? I wanted to make another point. Let's just know right now, you cannot cover your ass with Bible scripture. If you're a karmic and you throw out a couple of Psalm 23s, you're still getting your karma, bitch. You're still getting it. You're still getting it. Hate to break it to you. Two-thirds are going to be wiped off the planet.
Make it make sense. How are you quoting Bible scriptures and then revering other gods' judgment?
Exactly. Make it make sense.
And nobody but that man upstairs. I don't care about Asgard. I don't care about Zeus. I don't care about Aphrodite. I don't care about Anubis. I don't care about any of that. Those are not the gods I focus on. I don't care. I believe in God's word. I don't pick and choose. I believe in what he says. I don't pick and choose.
Unbelievable.
I believe in his word. But y'all sit there and use Bible scriptures to try to make yourself look legit.
So you don't look like a whole ass demon.
You can't have it both ways. He said, one cannot serve two masters. You're going to have to love one or hate the other.
Exactly.
You either hot or cold. If you lukewarm, I'm going to spit you out.
Mm-hmm.
Period. You can't be sitting up here quoting all these Bible scriptures and then sitting there about the tarot card talking about other gods judging people.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to do with that. Those are Gentile nations' gods. Let them judge you however the hell they want to.
Mm-hmm.
I serve the God of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't got nothing to do with other gods and goddesses' judgment on Gentile nations. That's their business.
Let me ask you something. How are you going to talk about Anubis and the Bible in the same fucking breath? How? How are you going to put those two together? I'm sorry, I'm waiting. I hear crickets. How are you going to put those two together? Nothing? This is not going to be a long video, guys. I'm telling you right now, and I'm going to upload that other video because let me tell you, y'all karmics need to really thank her for preventing me from putting that up. Say it again, babe.
I said, but I tried to stop you from uploading that video plenty of times. See, I have no idea how many videos she got in her back line, in her
just ready for you bitches.
I had to stop her from putting out.
You don't know how many videos I have ready and prepared. Just waiting.
So that goes to show for anybody that's sitting there thinking that I'm a bitch that's about drama. No, I'm not. Know that when I get like this, it's for a good reason. It's a reason. I don't got time for drama. I'm a mother. I have an 82-year-old mom. I have a niece with a baby on the way. I have other priorities to worry about you bitches coming for us because you can't let go of our masses. I have a problem with 144 in general.
But they don't want to hear that. You know what? This is the thing.
I'm not thinking about any of you. I got other stuff to do. How many times she come to me, you know, or whatever, like with her suspicious shit, and I'm like, nah, don't even worry about them. You got better shit to worry about. And she like, yeah, you right. And then do more fuck shit to make her cheap.
I just have a message. To this person that this is in reference to, and you know, bitch, I'm talking right to your man looking ass. Okay, you look like a whole ass man. Okay, I can swear you're packing something in that crotch. Okay, that's a sausage down there. Okay, that ain't no vagina. All right, you can stop, tranny. You can stop. You can just stop right now. So if you want smoke with me, ask some of these bitches that are just not making videos anymore. Ask them where have they been for the last 2 weeks that they haven't made a new video. Oh yeah, we're watching each other. There's no secret. We're all watching each other. Okay? It's not like we have to click, put a key in a hole in order to get access to other people's videos here on YouTube. Okay?
Hey, that's the thing with chat.
Yep.
That's facts. Okay, it's no secret. We're watching each other. You damn right I'm gonna watch a motherfucker that's watching.
That's right. I'm gonna fucking watch you. There ain't no shame in my game.
I don't owe y'all nothing. And I'm giving y'all the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to put myself in y'all situation because I'm an awkward.
Mm-hmm.
We're humanitarian. Mm-hmm. We're trying to look at it from other angles.
She really did prevent me so many times from actually roasting you in such a way that you just ask Lorena OG Tarot. Ask her if you want smoke with me, okay? Ask real life scenarios if you want smoke with me. Ask the Divine Dollhouse if you want smoke with me.
And everybody she named, I gave the benefits of the doubt.
Exactly. If you want to be number 4, bitch, if you want to be number 4, we can do this.
Talking about Lorena OG Tarot, she's sitting there stealing shit from us.
Uh-huh.
Go on her Instagram page, sitting there saying, oh, I don't know about this video that Bernadette made, but I don't know what you're talking about stealing. Yeah, okay. So you ain't stealing 144. You ain't stealing the concept of the X-Men coming on that storm.
Uh-huh.
That's no fucking more. Because I've been nice to y'all enough.
Since when, bitch? Since when have you ever been into comics? And bitch, I know you fucking watching. And I'm talking right to you. You want smoke with me, bitch? Go run to your fucking candles. I can knock on your fucking door right now. And with one punch, I'll send you flying across the fucking room. Don't play with me, bitch. And don't enlist other people, too. Don't get other people to do your fucking dirty work for you. Oh, we gonna fucking spill the fucking tea tonight, bitches.
Now, guess what? Now on, I'm not stopping. Let her do whatever. Let her do whatever she wants now. I'm not.
And every time we notice that something is being done, I'm gonna come on here again and make another video.
You know, because I tried to stop it because y'all not worth it. Y'all not worth it.
How many times has she prevented me from making a video on you guys because, like she said, she's humanitarian. She doesn't like this. I don't either. All I'm trying to do is do God's work. And when you're bumping me off of my own damn podcast, then we're going to have a fucking problem. Okay? See, the difference between us and them is that we're doing this for God. I don't know what y'all bitches are doing it for. Clout, algorithms, vanity numbers.
I don't even like being like this. I don't even like being like this.
I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm fucking hot. I'm hot. Let me get some water.
I try to be a decent person and show everybody love, kindness, and respect, even when they're an asshole. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's my problem. I'm too fucking nice.
You guys, my blood pressure is up. My skin is hot. Okay, I'm seeing red right now. And look, you don't want any smoke with me because I don't fuck around with magic. I'm that bitch that will knock on your fucking door, pull you out by your hair, and I will go in. And I cannot be held accountable for my actions if I leave you a fucking bloody stump on the fucking floor. Don't play with me, bitch. Don't play with me. I'm not the one. I love hard, but I hate even fucking harder. And if I hate you, don't get on that side. Don't get on that side.
Well, they're angry because we're exposing them.
Yes.
They have no more hiding places. Which, if you read the Bible, it says that the enemies will have no more hiding places to go to. Right?
Aquaria, what were you telling me the other day? What were you telling me the other day about seeing feminine hands shuffling?
Yeah. That's another thing. You'll be surprised what me and Bernadette and Deanna have found out. Mm-hmm. You'll be surprised. Mm-hmm. You would be surprised what we know. And don't need not one damn card. Not a single one. Why do they need these tools? When you're born with the gift, you're born with the gift. I never needed therapy. Yeah, I used to play with them back in the day when I was a teenager or whatever. But I never really felt good using them. Because I didn't feel like I needed them. Mm-hmm. I get premonitions randomly. I'm washing dishes or doing something, and a premonition that comes straight to me.
And every single time we get a premonition, one of us three, it usually happens. We get some indication of it happening. We get proof. We get confirmation. So don't think that we're pulling this out of our ass. Look, I can say there are certain things happening in the ethers right now. I could be pulling that out of my ass. And a lot of you karmics would not be knowing the difference. Right? Right? But at least what I quote is from the Bible and it can be cross-referenced. That's the difference. But no, you got these same people that do not believe in Yeshaya, but yet want to flip through the Bible and talk about some protective verses, but not the ones that incriminate them. How convenient. How convenient. Oh, you think that I wasn't going to come for you? Oh, bitch. I don't care how big and bad you think you are. Ask these other bitches if you want this smoke. Ask them. Ask them. DM them right now. Do you want this smoke? Ask them. One bitch can't make a single video here on YouTube anymore because she knows that I'm not the only one watching her now. The other ones haven't made a single fucking upload in over 2 weeks. ¿Qué pasó? Did you fall off the side of the earth? Are you one of the 2/3 that God has already smited and gotten rid of? Oh, yeah, bitch. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it.
There's a prophecy that says that 2/3 of the earth will get cut off. 2/3 from each nation is going to be eradicated from the planet. 2/3.
That's a lot of people.
Keep letting the enemy. You want to know what? You know what this is about? This is the enemy setting y'all up. Why? Because this is a season of collecting the royal.
Uh-huh.
He look at y'all as He's collecting souls.
Yep.
Because he know his time is coming to an end. So he coming to your ear. He send Leviathan.
Oh, you remember Leviathan, right? I've been talking about Leviathan. Go back to the videotape, as they say. Okay, but then you got these bitches going through my fucking roster of videos and seeing, how can I make this seem current? Oh, I'll just change the wording here and here and here. Right, bitch? Right, Shanae? Right, Wanda?
Yo, the enemy setting y'all up, and y'all dumb enough to allow him to entice y'all with the ascendant mastercraft, entice y'all with these pagan beliefs. Because God somehow ain't enough. Hey, that's none of my
Tell it, girl. Oh, but you're not ready for church tonight, right?
All these other guys, I don't care. They're not the judges of me. I don't revere them. I cleave unto the God of my forefathers. That's who I put my trust in. And his name is Ahia Shalahaya.
If somebody is pressed, I don't care. If you're pressed, I don't care. Kiss my ass.
We're true women of God. Y'all, you should have left us the fuck alone.
No, but you keep coming for us.
What's happening to everybody else? Y'all rely on people shuffling cards to tell you your fate. You better go to the Most High that created y'all, dumbass. And I'm speaking to anybody that need to get their shit together. Whoever comes across this video. You don't pay them anything. I told y'all before, I did a 24-hour fast. And I saw results within 24 hours.
Look at that. Let's just put it out there. Let's just put it out there. A lot of this can be alleviated without you dropping $300 on a cleansing, okay, or magical work or root work, by just doing what you were supposed to be doing from the very beginning. Praying to the Most High and turning your plate over. You would see how many of these fucking demons would fucking fall off of you. Fall off.
Let me say this. You know, and it's funny because, you got people who don't even believe in Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
But yet he gives important information. You would know it was important if you would have given it a chance. But you want to be down with ascended master. Yeshaya, that's his real name. His real name is Yeshaya, not Jesus. Yeshaya says in his Father's word that certain infirmities and demons will not come off of you unless you fast them off. And I really did, I knew, he was preparing me for a fast for a couple of months now. And I'm not going to tell you everything that happened, but I'll tell you, I spoke in tongues for the first time in my life. And this is something that my mother prophesied to me years ago. She said, I have a vision. This was during time. I'm going to tell you, my walk with God has not been easy. There was a time I didn't want him at all. I hated him. There was a time, that's why people can't tell me shit about this New Age thing. I became an atheist at one point. As a teenager, I was like, I don't believe in nothing, everything that I went through. You ain't got nobody on here talking to y'all about real shit. They want to sit there and paint divine feminines as some bitch that got all her shit together. I did a video about that. You got divine feminines out here who's dealing with childhood sexual abuse. Divine feminines that probably still walking the streets in a prostitute because they don't know their way. Don't know the way to go. You got some, divine feminines and divine masculines that are still homeless. They want to sit there and they know how to play with you. They sit there and make you feel like the divine masculine is not around you because it's just choice, it's free will. These are trigger words they use: free will, codependency. These are trigger words they know it's gonna fuck with you.
Thank you, Lilith Ascending. See, Lilith says that she saw that video.
Lilith, you saw that video, moved me to tears. Thank you, Lilith. Thank you very much. I speak real shit to people. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. And then, they try to paint the divine feminine as somebody that got it together, got money, got cars, got houses. They don't speak about the divine feminine that got her kids taken away and she ain't got nowhere to go. Divine feminine that's going through real shit.
You know what? I'm going to break it down for them. I'm going to break it down. I love you too, Lilith. We love you too. This is what it's like. This is what it's all about. Okay. And, you know, I'm sure Aquaria would really vet this. Okay. If you really think about it and break it down and do the maths, as they say, right? If you got all these riches and this house and this boat and this, that, and the other thing, what the fuck you need to be a twin flame for?
Not only that, what work do you have to do?
Nothing. You gotta do shit.
What work are you doing? You got bling bling, you got cars, you got a house, you got money, but yet motherfuckers coming around in the twin flame thinking they turn around go to work. You have up chest to hill. What? You sitting all behind all this money and all this shit.
The whole thing about twin flame.
I'm the one that had to suffer through sexual childhood abuse, being bullied, being teased,
Mm-hmm.
shit that goes on.
Mm-hmm.
They're not talking about nothing on here.
This is the thing, guys. I want you to remember something.
Something that really matters.
Mm-hmm.
What are they offering us?
This is what I want you to remember. Yes, girl, say it again. If you gotta hurry up and say everything, when you're being sold something from a telemarketer, they try to get their whole sales pitch out in 5.5 seconds. Okay? And I talked about this. Twin flames are supposed to be the hidden jewels. If you're out there talking about, oh, you need to do the work, while you're sitting in a fucking fancy ass house, bitch, I'm not gonna trust anything you say. What the fuck do I need to listen to you for? You don't come from struggle. You're lapping it up in your fucking pool somewhere, okay, with your fucking $1 million house. Meanwhile, you don't even realize twin flames are supposed to be the hidden jewels. The hidden jewels.
That's what Hitler called us.
Mm-hmm.
He called us that. Let me tell you something. Hitler knew who the real Israelites was.
Yep.
He knew the real Israelites were Black, Hispanic, Hawaiian, Native Americans,
Mm-hmm.
the people of the Fiji and Pacific Islanders.
Mm-hmm.
He knew that they were from the people from Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Colombia.
And if you don't believe us, there are two people that have testified to that. Oh, but you'll listen to them other than listening to us. Meanwhile, Google this and you'll see it.
Came out a couple of weeks apart,
Mm-hmm.
talking about who the real Jews are.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're being blackballed from Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
It's not true why they blackball them. That's another verse. You know, they love calling people anti-Semites.
Mm-hmm.
That challenge them. Truth, there's no investigation.
Exactly.
Nick Cannon, y'all know who Nick Cannon is.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Cannon and an NFL player named Deshaun Jackson
Mm-hmm.
came out with. As a matter of fact, Deshaun Jackson, and we were talking about that in the podcast.
Yes, we were.
And we kept getting bumped off. But all that was some fake shit, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It's not true. It's a fairy tale. But by all means, you look normal talking about some elephant god and talking about some blue ass dude.
She said blue ass dude. Fucker, you don't look like me. You don't look like me. I don't got no blue skin.
You're talking about who my people are, but you'll look at a bitch talking about an elephant god as normal all fucking day.
Yes. I don't understand this. I don't understand it. Make it make sense.
The Most High's word don't come back void. Read that Bible. Read that book. God said, I will hand you over to a foolish people.
Uh-huh.
Be ruled by a foolish people.
Don't believe it. Do your research.
Do your research.
Oh, and before, look, I'm going to say something.
And look up Deshaun Jackson about the Israelites. I told y'all, it's coming out. I told y'all that Hitler knew who the real Jews were.
Mm-hmm.
What, weeks ago? And look, they're showing Hitler quotes about it.
Mm-hmm.
They hit a lot of stuff about Hitler. He was the fall guy.
Look at this. Look at this. Guys, if you don't believe me, do your research. Well, we're not depending on you listening to us. Do your research. Cross-reference. Do your research. It's out there. Google the shit. Google it. And before you sit up there talking about we're conspiracy theorists, okay, they called Noah a conspiracy theorist too before it started to rain.
Exactly.
fucking facts.
They know who we are. And let me tell you something. The powers that be, and I'm talking about the Illuminati, the Jesuits, the Skull and Bone Station, they know who the real Jews are. As a matter of fact, they're at the top pinnacle of what happened to us. They were a part of the conspiracy spoken about in Psalms 83. As a matter of fact, that's when those groups started to form. They know who we are.
They've been knowing who we are.
They knew who we were. They're a part of the cover-up.
Oh, but you know what? People would rather hear, they don't want to hear this, Aquaria. They would rather hear that, we're part of some alien ascension. Bitch, I'm sorry. I got one head, not three. Okay, first of all, last time I fucking checked, okay? I don't connect with that shit. I'm sorry. I don't. I never have. I don't think I ever will. Okay? That's right.
They want to sit there. Now, I came down originally to let y'all know. I came from the conscious community. I was following all that stuff, Hermetic science and the Egyptian gods, all that stuff. I came from that stuff. So nothing the New Age can tell me that I don't already know. And I still was led back to both sides.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now.
This is the thing, though, guys.
Anunnaki. Have you ever heard of the Anunnaki? I'm going to tell you who the Anunnaki are. Those are fallen angels, too.
Yep.
Those are fallen angels that came down on Mount Hermon.
Speak.
Now, when you look at, y'all know Paramount Pictures? Paramount Pictures has a logo with stars and mountains. Stars is another name for angels.
Yep.
When you see shooting stars, those are actually angels falling from heaven. That have been kicked and cast out. Did you know that? Can your New Age community tell you that?
Oh no, they hide that shit.
They won't tell you that though. Those are angels falling from heaven. That fell from grace. You have the Paramount Picture logo with stars that forms on top of that mountain. That mountain is called Mount Hermon. Mount Hermon, that's where the watchers, those 200 angels that came down from heaven and fell in love with women. And that's where you know how they say all the religions are telling the same thing. Y'all need to read the book of Enoch.
Yes.
That's where they got the story of the Titan.
Yep.
Giants walked this earth. Look up Nephilim. Those are half human, half angel hybrids. They walk the earth, and those skeletal remains are being found all over the earth. 10 feet tall people, 18 feet tall people.
Tell them where the true Jerusalem is. Tell them where the true Jerusalem is.
Y'all not ready for this.
Y'all not ready for this.
Community ain't teaching y'all shit. We'll tell y'all where the real Jerusalem is. It's in South America. I wonder why they have such an interest in the American continent. You ever wonder why? Because this is the promised land. Fact.
Oh, but you won't see this in the algorithm, will you? Oh.
And I got proof. I can show y'all. I can show y'all pictures. I can show y'all pictures. They unearthed ancient Hebrew writings in Aboriginal Indian burial ground. How the hell did it get in there? How the hell did ancient Hebrew writings and tablets? And not only that, the laws of Moses, the 10 Commandments, was unearthed from the Native American burial ground. How the hell did it get there?
Yep. Speak.
My great-grandfather is full-blooded Gullah Geechee Indian, and he's darker than me. My mother comes from Merced Indian.
I'm Ephraimite. And I think they should be schooled on, it's not about the color of the skin, like some people would like to make it be about. It's about your seed line.
It's not. Because let me tell you something. Look at Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yep.
Diana Ross's daughter.
Yep.
She may look like us, but she's not us.
Nope.
She's an Edomite.
Yep.
She don't come from the bloodline of Israel. Her mother may be an Israelite. She sure as hell ain't. So no, it ain't about the color of the skin. But if you read the Bible, it says that the image would start to change a bit, that some of the Israelites would start looking like the Gentiles. That's why we went to captivity in all of the Gentile nations. And they started raping us. And that's how we got the lighter hue. As a matter of fact, when the Southern nation got here on those slave ships, they didn't even know who we were. Because we and Bernadette come from the Northern Kingdom. She's an Ephraimite.
Which is Puerto Rico.
And I am from the tribe of Gad. As a matter of fact, I thought thought I was from the tribe of Judah. And the Most High corrected me. He said, no, you're from the tribe of Gad.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. Yeah,
you know what's an easier way to figure out what you are? Who's your father? Who's your father? Because the seed line comes from your father. He's the one with the seed, the semen.
And not only that, there are specific curses that befall the nation.
Look at the book of Numbers. Look at the book of Numbers. It lays it all out. Look at the book of Numbers. If you think that we're making this shit up, look for yourself. Don't even believe us. Don't believe us. Look for yourself.
They hidden the fact that we are God's chosen people. See, I don't know if I'm Indian or Judah. Let me tell you something about the Indians. Indians come from the tribe of Israel. When we fell, they started placing these fake names on us. African American, Native American, Puerto Rico, Brazilian, Jamaican, Haitian. Those are bastard names. And if you read Deuteronomy chapter 28, it goes into the blessings and the curses of Israel.
Exactly.
It tells you that this would happen. It would tell you that we would be stripped of our true identity and start being given fake names. So if there are likely research the curses. Research the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. Moses told his people, if you break these laws, this is going to happen to you. Now, the Most High sent the Gentile nations after us because we started breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments. Lovely bliss that we are Hebrew Israelites. Yes, indeed, we are in America. Yes, we are. Now, it says, where was I, Bernadette? Because your Hashimoto is so
I think we should just go down the line of who the 12 tribes are so that, there's no, confusion as to what it is. Me, I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm Puerto Rican. My dad's Puerto Rican. So that makes me Ephraimite.
Right. So you got 12 tribes. There's 12 sons of Jacob. And Jacob had 4 wives. And these 4 women would birth the nations of Israel. With 12 sons. And sometimes I do forget the names of them once in a while, because there's so many sons. But you got Judah, you got Simeon, you got Reuben, you got Gad, you got Zebulun, you got Asher, Naphtali, Issachar, you got Dan, Manasseh, and Ephraim. I think that's all 12 sons right there. Issachar's children are, believe it or not, are the so-called Mexicans of Mexico.
And I want you guys to pay attention to something. Look at all the violence that's been happening. It's to people of color, okay? It started with even before George Floyd, okay? But now it's going to attacking street vendors. That's the peloteros, okay?
And that's symbolic. What happened to George Floyd is very symbolic if you read the Bible.
I'm sorry.
It said that the enemy would have his heel on our neck.
Yep.
So you can't, we're not making this up. They know who we are.
Yep.
You want to know what
they've known for a minute.
We're living in the times of what they call Jacob's trouble. Why? Because a lot of our people have not woken up to who they really are, and they don't know that they are in trouble. Look up GOCCN, IUIC. Yes, look up these groups. Look into this. Spread this message. It's very serious.
And I have a message. I have a message to the GOCC and IUIC. We can be working together. If you're watching this right now, we could be working together to take down some very, very, very evil, wicked groups, individuals. If you would like to reach out to us, reach out to one of us, either Aquaria Amethyst or me here, Style by Bernadette, and we can be in touch because this needs to stop.
They are nowhere, and that's another thing. There are a lot of Israelite camps. Do y'all realize how big the Israelite movement is? Platforms all over the earth.
You want none of that smoke. You think we're bad? Shit, you want none of that smoke.
Being hijacked by Gentile women.
Uh-huh.
Most Edomite women in the New Age community and making a profit off it. They are unaware of this. They are unaware of the twin flames.
The most famous one, J and S. I think y'all know who that is. J and S.
Let me tell y'all something. I woke up to this journey a year ago. For anybody that don't know this, I've known my twin since we were children. We grew up together. I've known him for 47 years. And I woke up last year, us being twins. This is how I know this is how I knew I was speaking the truth. I've only been woken up to this journey a year and a half. Look at what I've already figured out.
But you know what, though? Aquarians tend to be very fast learners, though. Not for nothing.
Yes, I pick up my stuff very quickly. And it didn't take me, 4 months in, I started to see something very suspicious going on with it. Things weren't adding up. Especially the group that was talking about all this love and light. If you know the history of the Edomites, when have they ever been of love and light? And
never.
This is not all to people of the Idumeans. Not all of you are equal. I'm not singling out all of you. As a matter of fact, a lot of my friends come from Gentile nations.
Yep.
So it has nothing to do with.
Let's make that distinction right now. It's like I know how people can automatically go to, oh, well, this sounds very racist and this and that and the other. No. Let's make a very clear distinction right now. This message is for those that are directly involved in the oppression of our people. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about the ones that are directly involved in that oppression, because those are part of the 2/3 that will be wiped out. The rest of y'all, you're fine.
Right.
Okay?
I'm going to just say this for any of the Gentiles and even our own people who ignorantly do not know that they are part of the nation of Israel, that have made a profit off of this, of hijacking the 144 concept and turning it into something else. I'm telling you right now, once the camps get wind of this, especially the ones that unfortunately do not like Gentiles, there will be hell to pay.
Yep.
I don't think you know how they come at Gentiles on the street.
They don't look. You think that we're bad? They don't take kindly. They don't take kindly to the destiny and the birthright of the people that were supposed to have it being taken from the very people that are the oppressors. Okay, you cannot blame them, and you can't hold them culpable, accountable for that.
Like GOCC in particular,
they
are very friendly, and in fact, they have Gentile people a part of their congregations. Yeah. Okay, so they are not mean at all. I just want to make that very clear that the fact made this video rated R. I don't even know if they're going to even if they catch wind of it, they would probably censor this video because they don't deal with vulgar language or whatever may have you. But me and Bernie do not have filters. So I'm sorry about that.
Look, I gives no fucks.
They don't, they will call Gentile nations out. They don't deal with Gentiles like that, but they will not curse them out. They don't attack them in the streets. They solely focus on the people of Israel. They are focused on really showing us the law, statutes, and commandments. They don't fearmonger our people at all. They say what they need to say to the Gentile nations, as far as history-wise. They're very, the camps are very historical in their approach. While, me and Bernadette are more spiritual with it. Because we are the divine feminists. You want to talk about divine masculine? These men walk upright like kings. If you want a real example, and I'm sure you would agree, if you want a real example of what a divine masculine is supposed to think, look, and act like, especially IUIC. They gives no fucks about your they give no fucks about your feelings. I'm sorry. We're just gonna lay it out on the line for you. This is history. You want to deny it, that it's to your own peril.
Okay? They give no fucks. Okay? You think we're bad? You think that we're laying some truth on you? You know what? Not even GOCC. IUIC. That's the one that I follow. That's the one that I resonate with, and that's the one that I, get my information from. So shout out to IUIC. But if you really want to know about what's going on, what we're doing, underneath the layers of anger that we started this broadcast with, what we're trying to do is push out that truth to you. This is why our shit got fucking cut off, because they know it's truth. They know it's truth. But yeah, you got the same people out here trying to say, oh, they're gang stalking me. Oh, they're doing this. That's spiritual narcissism. Okay? Damn, bitch, you ain't that fucking special. Okay?
We are living in a time of Jacob's trouble.
Yep.
Dumbass.
Fucking dumb bitch.
Because there's promises.
And I'm going to make another point here.
I'm going to come to us that they don't want to come to pass.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a minute. I'll let you speak for a minute.
All right.
And here's another thing. My people.
Hey, White Sage.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to talk to y'all for a minute. You lost chief of Israel,
mm-hmm.
who are part of the New Age community, who's sitting here dealing with these ascended masters. You realize that you're doing the very same thing that made us fall to begin with, because we stopped giving our praises to the Most High and started giving our praises to strange idols and strange belief systems.
Mm-hmm.
And then you sitting there listening to these Gentile women, they handing you something that they're born and raised with. They come from pagan origin, and they handing that to you while they snatching your birthright under your nose.
Yep.
They don't want our struggle, but they want the blessings of Abraham.
Speak.
They don't want our struggle. They don't want our pain. They don't want our bonding for bond women. They don't want our yokes of iron. They don't want this time on ships. They don't want that part of the prophecies, but they want the 144.
Mm-hmm.
Read Revelations chapter 18. Revelations chapter 18 goes into the bloodline of Israel. 12,000 from each tribe that has the seal.
Mm-hmm.
Show me anywhere else in any other religious sector that talks about the 144 the way Revelation 7 talks about it and goes into it, and how they have to have the seal. Please tell me that. And then they sit there and try to tell you that the first person that talked about the twin flame concept was Plato, which wasn't a lie, because come to find out, Plato didn't even exist. So how now can you give credit to him? That's another thing with the enemies of Israel. They have always made up history. They made up characters, but want us to question our forefathers' existence. But a lot of their heroes are made up. Most of their history is fake.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're hearing all this happen, New Age really taught you anything? What have they really given you? What have they really given you? We're giving you something to actually think about and do homework on. What if, basically they got everything covered. All you gotta do is think about being an ascended master. All you gotta do is sit there and feel you're upset, even though it don't look like you're upset about nothing, because you got a fence in your front yard. You're living fine.
Mm-hmm.
But here it says, Christ said in Revelation chapter 2, verse 9, I know your works. I know your poverty, but you're still rich. Why is Christ saying, I know your works and I know your poverty? Christ is saying, I know your works. I know the bondage they put you under, working you as a slave with
mm-hmm.
little to no pay. I know the ghettos you live in all around the world. I know your pain, but you're still rich. Why are we still rich? Because my Father knows who you are. Why are you still rich? Because you're still the apple of his eye. Why are you rich? Because you're still the children of Israel. And I know the blasphemy of which those who say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogues of Satan. Now, you tell me who are the only people on this planet right now praying in temples called synagogues? Not black folks, not Latino, not the Hawaiian, not the Pacific Islanders. We don't go to synagogues. So who are they talking about? I'm going to give you a hint. They wear nice all black hats and look like they dress for a funeral every week.
Yep.
He knows who these people are. And what's even sadder another part of Revelation. I got to look it up. And it says how he says, "I will make those who are the synagogue of Satan to bow down to you, bow down to your feet, to let them know I've always loved you."
Mm-hmm.
Those are my people. But by all means, I'm a liar. I guess it's a coincidence that celebrities who are among the stock of Israel are coming out with this, that we are the real Jews.
Mm-hmm.
And they're forced to apologize for it. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to apologize.
Nope.
I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm unapologetically a daughter of Zion.
Yep.
I am unapologetically a daughter of Zion. And I'm going to speak my father's truth. I'm going to speak my people's truth. And that makes me an anti-Semite, and that makes you an anti-Israelite. Maybe we can start hashtagging that.
Yeah. You know what? We're going to do that. Don't be an anti-Israelite. I'm going to do that. We'll start that hashtag.
Anti-Semite, we're going to come with the anti-Israelite. Oh, we anti-Semite, we're anti-Israelite. There. You ever wonder why they don't call themselves Israelites? Because that word is too organic.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you call yourself an ish, they call themselves Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it means? It means some kind of Jew. They're Jews by convert. I'm a Jew by bloodline. There's a huge difference. I want y'all to get a book called From Babylon to Timbuktu. It goes into what happened to my people in 70 AD.
Mm-hmm.
How the Roman army went into Jerusalem and locked us down and started killing us. That was the beginning of our slavery for us.
Mm-hmm.
When they started going all over the planet trying to look for us and started selling us all over the world. But yet they tell us to get over the transatlantic slave trade. Are you kidding? And then they try to gaslight us with trying to say, oh, everybody went to slavery. Not like us. What other nation could sit there and say that they nation went into slavery all over the world? What makes our slavery different?
Mm-hmm.
One, the earth got rich off of it. The Gentile nations got rich off of our slavery.
Yep.
We were told that we were not human.
Wow. Wow.
The earth got rich off of our fall. They stole all our riches. They stole all of our gold from Solomon's temple. The crown that the European family over there that come from the bloodline, I believe they come from Zephyr, the British monarchy. That jewels that they be wearing on their heads, those crowns, those are Israelite queen crowns.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Those are our jewels they stole.
Yep.
But by all means, go back to the New Age community for them to just tell you about the matter. Now you're starting to realize they ain't telling you shit.
And you know what hurts the most? You know what hurts the most, Aquaria, is when I see our Israelite people that are eating this up and teaching the other Israelites this false doctrine, like certain people that we brought up in the beginning of this broadcast. Okay. Technically, yeah, she is a tribe of Israel, but she's making herself, through teaching these false doctrines, an Edomite. So if you choose that, then baby girl, look, you know, it's your funeral, literally. Okay.
Put off. It's just that simple.
Yep.
Okay. You know, me, all I'm doing is just trying to tell people the truth. I'm not one of those Israelites. I'm telling you, there are Israelite camps that do not like Gentiles. Okay, they everything. They will not accept. You know, and just to let you know, there's African people are Gentiles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Ethiopians, for example, they come from the bloodline of Cush. Cush is one of the sons of Ham.
Mm-hmm.
Ham was the son of Noah.
Yep.
I know the lineage. I know them.
If you really look, I'm going to tell you something. If you really have any lingering questions about this, I would reach out to Aquaria. Okay? She makes videos about this all the time. Educate yourself. Okay?
For example, y'all know who Lot's children are, and y'all will never believe it. You know who the descendants of Lot are? The Japanese and Chinese people.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all remember the story of Lot and his daughters? How they got their father drunk and they had sex with him, and they both gave birth to a son from that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are where the Chinese and Japanese come from. They come from that incestuous union between Lot and his daughters.
Yep.
All these people walking around with these different nationalities today, I know their true identities.
Mm-hmm.
Those are Moab's children.
See, See, now you guys understand why they've been trying to shut us up. Now you understand why.
You know,
This is something that they're not teaching in New Age.
Lovely Bliss, because Lovely Bliss, she knows something. She know. I'm looking at her comments here. You know a few things or two. She says, "See, I studied some. See, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them come. I'm gonna let you know that some Europeans do come from Jason. Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Some Europeans come from Jason. So now, when you look at, all Europeans are not Edomites.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a friend that lives in Australia that's Aramaean. Okay? She looks white, but she's Aramaean.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, and then you got to remember another thing. Like I said, look at Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yep.
She looked like me all day, but she comes from Edom. She's an Idumean.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really not the color, because to a certain extent, the color does not matter, because we all were black at one point. All the nations of the earth was black at one point.
If you don't believe us, even the most famous I don't know what you would call her. She teaches social justice. Her name is Jane Elliott. Okay, look her up, Jane Elliott. Okay, and she even said this. So of course, you heard it here first. Okay, but she actually says this too. And she has had a history of teaching, race relations. Okay, and I'm a big fan of Jane Elliott. Okay, and she even said, we all come from the black woman. We all come from the black woman, or what they call black. Okay. We all come from that. And as even Bill Nye, the science guy, made a video the other day. I don't know if you know about this, Aquaria. Okay. He made a video the other day. Bill Nye, the science guy, he even talked about it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's not spiritual at all. Huh?
Looking at the both of us, because I'm pretty sure you see my picture on my face. If you see my picture, not on my Facebook page, on my YouTube page, or when I make comments here, I got a picture of me, and if you look at me and Bernie, would you think we're a part of the same nation? But we are. We're from the bloodline of Israel. We're the same nation. We're the same nationality.
Yep.
It's just, when you read the Bible, it says that her tribe is a take unturned. You see dark-skinned Latinas, and you see the light-skinned one. Mm-hmm. That's why they call him a take unturned, because it's light on one side and it's dark on the other. Yep. Okay, and that comes from, again, they were raping us during slavery. Mm-hmm. That's why when the Sutherland tribes came here, who are the Sutherland tribes? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Mm-hmm. From the Sutherland tribes. When they came over in the transatlantic slave ship, when they came over here, they didn't even know who the hell we were. Mm-hmm. Because we had split from them. Why did the northern tribes leave? The northern tribes split because we were sick of the Sutherland tribes going against God and breaking His laws, and we wanted to go to a place where we could freely worship God without interference. But you'll come to find, as you read the book, and also get the Apocrypha. They took that out of the Bible. Mm-hmm. And it goes into how we started doing the same thing. Started worshiping strange idols and all that stuff. That's why He brought the Gentile nations against us. Yep. So Most High doesn't play. When He tells you to do something, you got to do it. And that's the thing. The Gentile nations hate that book, but they still things out of there that absolves them or that fits into their pagan paradise. They hate that book. Why? Because it calls out their filthiness. And the Gentile nations are people of no law. They hate law. They hate that book. Mm-hmm. The Most High, when He tells you to do something, He means it. He's not tolerable of your sin. Why do you think He left His own Son when He went on the cross? Because He couldn't deal with all that sin that came up in Him. Mm-hmm. When Christ was on the cross, He absorbed all those sins. Every sin that you could think of went into His energy field. It went into His vessel. Yep. And His Father moved from it. He couldn't see one reason why He couldn't him once. He couldn't see his son go through that, so he moved his face away from his son. He moved from Christ. He couldn't deal with it. And on top of that, the sin started being sucked into his body. And that's why he said, Father, why have you forsaken me? Because for the first time in Christ's existence, he never felt his Father just distance himself. The Most High did not have sin before him. You know, people don't get that. When he says something, he means he does not play.
Nope.
Look at what he did to us for breaking his law. Tell me again it doesn't matter. Tell me again he's powerful. Why, you know, I'm sitting here trying to break from eating pork, strict, crab, lobster. It's not easy.
Nope.
The dietary law still stands. But the Gentile nations who stole our records, they're telling you that we're under grace now. So we can eat whatever we want. That's a lie. That's a lie. We're under the grace period because there's certain laws in the book we can't follow. Why? Because we're in captivity. Like, for example, when women are unclean, we can't come into the temples. We touch something when we're on our periods, when we're menstruating, we can't touch, we touch certain things, it becomes unclean. We got to throw it out. Can we keep that law today? Can God's people keep that law today? Can we just continually throw out a bed? We're living in captivity. So we have to be under that grace. See, people don't understand the significance of why Christ died. All they sit there and go, God died, Christ died for everybody because he loves everyone. Y'all don't understand how deep this is. And y'all don't understand what grace is. Why? Because you got a bunch of Gentiles teaching that book when they don't even have the spirit of understanding. They don't.
I don't know if you guys remember, I had put on a community board post that this is when, it was kind of transitionary. I was with the cards, I was not with the cards. I was with the cards, I was not with the cards. And then, God finally told me, it's like, look, man, you don't need them. And it was around that time that I just got rid of the cards. But I remember a specific, if you go all the way back, you can see it on the community board. I had a vision, and a lot of us have visions. Okay. And I had a vision, of course, this vision was still with the white Jesus. Okay. Which is that's false. But, we'll get into this in the next video. Okay. Believe me, we're going to go in on this channel. And I think we're going to do this again this way, Aquaria. Okay. This is very effective.
I want to apologize to y'all because I acted so like the traditional black woman the Gentile nations like to paint us as loud, ghetto, and obnoxious. And but
look, who wouldn't be angry at people taking their destiny?
Out of my character like that, I really don't.
Yeah.
But once you take me there, it's going to be a problem. But I love being friendly. I love communicating with people. I love learning. I love teaching people what I know. I'm, as much a bitch as I have been for most of this session, I am very approachable. I'm very goofy. I'm a nerd, y'all. I'm a nerd. Like, ask Bernie.
Yep.
I've been talking about comic books.
Yep.
I'm a
all
gamer.
day.
No, I'm a nerd. I love
Nerdlings unite.
Right. I'm such a nerd. I'm into comic books. I'm into nerdy shit. Like, I'm very approachable. I love, I was a practical jokester in the family. I played pranks on my siblings. Like, I'm silly. I'm a very silly person. I love cracking jokes. I love communicating with people. I have a very kind, soft, welcoming side to me.
Oh, yeah, she is. And when this woman prays for you, you feel it. When she prays for you, you feel it. Okay?
Yeah,
so she's a blessing.
Like, if you need prayer about anything, hit me up. I'll pray for you. You know what? I think I might make a Facebook channel, another Facebook page, specifically communicating with people. If people want to talk about your problem, I don't mind. Like,
You should call it Ask Aquaria.
Send me something that you need prayer on. It could be money issues. It could be something. I don't mind doing that. I'm a very loving person. I just got a side to me.
This is the thing.
And hey,
I'm going to actually cut this off here because, since you guys have responded very nicely, this shows that you're willing to learn. So we're going to do a part 2 to this sometime in the future. If you want to see it, type yes in the comments, in the chat here and in the comments below, and we'll keep on. But if you do want to see more, follow on anchor.fm/TTSI. Okay. Now you'll know that you have the right one because it'll say TTSI in pink and it'll have a picture of a watch or a clock. Okay. That's the right one. Okay. So follow us there. Okay. The good thing about listening to it on Anchor is that if you have anything to say, questions, anything, comments, they have a voice message clicker there that you could just click on it. You'll record your voice message. And if it's something that we can use on the air, we play it on the air with your permission, of course. Okay. So that we can share this knowledge. We have to rally up the true Israelite twins. Okay. This is our job. Okay.
So after the video, Lilith.
Yes, I'm gonna write it down.
Write it in the comment section after this upload. That way that they could like easily get it because when you're done with your live, this chat disappears.
Yes. It takes like a couple of hours for it to reappear, but I'll definitely put it underneath.
Yeah.
So it's anchored.
I'm gonna make another Facebook page that y'all can connect with or whatever, or I'm gonna give y'all my email. You can email me.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can talk about whatever you want, whether you're having issues with your twin flame connection.
Yep.
Even if it's not twin flames, because I do believe that there are other stated connections outside of the twin flame connection.
Yep. And they're just as important.
And they are just as important because I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm for people who truly, because at the end of the day, whether you're a twin flame or not, you know in your heart who you're truly meant to be with.
Yes.
And it's just so simple.
Yes. Like I said in the beginning of the broadcast, that man will simultaneously trigger your biggest insecurities, open your heart to its full capacity, and he will annoy you to no end. But these are all very, very much feelings that you will welcome because you love that man. You cannot perceive of yourself with anything else. Seems like, once you meet your true twin, that's it. Mm-hmm.
He would not let me. Let me tell you something. These channels that are giving you doom and gloom about your masculine,
yep,
it's a lie. They love you. I don't care what you see.
Mm-hmm.
Your masculines love y'all, and I know that for a fact.
Yes.
Okay, because I have tried to walk away from my so many times.
Mm-hmm.
He would not let me go.
Mm-hmm.
I've not seen I'll say I have not seen him in a minute, but he still won't let me go. Every time I walk away, he lets me down. I feel his energy pulling.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't want nowhere. And I feel it's even more. Like when we walk away, have you noticed I feel your masculine even more pulling you back in?
Yep.
I'm going to ask y'all a question, and Bernadette has said this. How do you feel after walking away from him? Does it make you feel better? Do you feel at peace? Do you feel closure?
Nope.
No. I felt, as a matter of fact, you feel worse.
Mm-hmm.
It don't feel organic.
Mm-hmm. If something is making you talk shit about your masculine, if you are seeing whole ass readers up in here talking shit about a man because they're appealing to your ego and they're appealing to the mind as opposed to the heart, they can't touch the heart. They can't teach the heart. They can't teach from the heart because these are whole ass karmics posing as twin flames. Didn't I tell y'all years ago that this would happen? And here we are. But they want to talk some fuck shit. Look, man, like I said in the beginning of the broadcast, if you want to be number 4 on the list, then go ahead, start some smoke with me and make some other live or anything. And, anybody that's going and playing both sides of the fence, you can stay over there. Stay over there.
Look at what Lovely Bliss did. And it hurt, even though I never saw his energy continue fully.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a lot of sex energy all the time. I wanted him to be gone. He didn't want to leave.
You see?
Now tell me what kept happening with me.
Mm-hmm.
That don't feel like what was happening to me.
Yep.
That's Lovely Bliss, that's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then I bet you, like, when you said, fuck this, I'm done. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
He was pounding in those spiritual cookies, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you ain't going nowhere. Come over here, girl. He wasn't letting you go. The sex energy gets strong. That's how the masculine, they show they love for us through sex.
Yep. Because they rule the sacral.
Exactly.
They dominate the sacral. Have you ever noticed? Okay, we're gonna get a little strongly worded here. This is not PG-13. This is rated R. Okay. Have you noticed that when you're, kind of like, you get your little 5D communication, late at night from your masculine and everything, and you, shall we say, respond, okay? It seems like your period comes down. That's your sacral being activated. That's your sacral being activated, especially when you're not due for your period.
Bernadette will tell you, I'm just now getting my energy back.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. Her masculine, he was very, because we talk all the time. We talk every day, don't we, Brina?
Yes.
And he was all over her. Okay, he was all over her. She was like, I can barely keep my eyes open. I am completely drained. It's like, because it's like what's happening right now is the true twins are merging. Okay. So this is going to happen in many, many different ways. Okay. See, with me, I start getting, my masculine likes to be in the back of me. He likes to be in back. He likes to like spoon a little bit. So baby, if you're listening, yeah. Just know that I received the message. Okay. I received the message. But he likes to like, cuddle, like spooning, right? And when there's that connection there, it's like the first thing that you're going to want to do as twins is do the do, right? Okay. So don't forget, this is the year of the twins. Okay. Right. So this is coming in layers. Okay. And we're getting very close. It's getting hotter. And it's speeding up. Okay.
Yes, they are coming. And I must send a video that I was listening to as well. And it was like some prophetic messages in there talking about how the masculines, they're going to come knocking through the door, like, because, a lot of us have grown. A lot of us have become the runner.
Yeah.
The energy changed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? A lot of us have become the runner, and they're going to be like, going out their way to prove their love, like, look, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to, like, if they don't care how long it takes, they're going to prove their love for us. I'm sorry I hurt you, or whatever it may be. And this is coming in the 3D. I feel like it's going to be for a few people soon. Because like this is the year of the twins. Because I'm telling you, my masculine energy has been on me like white on rice, like crazy. And it's like this overwhelming energy. It tired me out.
And she's been a giggle puss this entire time. Let me tell you. Okay, she's been giggling like a little schoolgirl. Okay. Okay, so this man, he ain't trying to go nowhere. Okay, he's not trying to go nowhere. All right, and it's a beautiful thing when you really think about what us twins are here to do. Yeah, we're here to kick some fucking ass. Yes, but we're also here to show the template of what love is supposed to be like, be expressed like. Okay,
this is what we're here for.
Yep.
The twin flames were sent here to wake up the rest
Yep.
We're here to restore the balance between man and woman. And that's another thing I want to get into, and I don't care. You can call me a homophobe person all you want to. By the way, I used to date girls. So I understand how that homosexual spirit works and operates. Come play with me. So, with all these people out here claiming it's the same-sex twins, that's a lie. I will tell you that right now.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to tell you right now. And I don't mean to make anybody angry or anything, but this is the truth. You have to know the truth. You have to know the truth. You know, that's a deception from the new age.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because how are you going to awaken a sacral chakra without the penis?
Yes.
Do you okay? You understand how this works? Okay, they say that souls have no gender. Okay, then why does it matter whether you're born in a man or woman's body? Why do you have to go get an operation and become a transgender? Like, why? If your soul has no gender, okay, you ever heard of the womb chakra? Don't women have wombs?
Yes.
Oh, check this out. I'm gonna share this. I've seen what my soul looks like. I know what my light body looks like. It has breast, it has a womb, it has a vajayjay, it has looks like a woman, and I've seen how my masculine looks. Looks like a man to me in his light body. So, hey, it is what it is. Like when you look at ancient Egypt and you see the Ankh, that shows the masculine and feminine aspect. It shows the womb and it shows the penis. It shows it's the key of life. How the hell are you activating this when you don't have a penis? You're same sex, or if y'all both same sex, how are you unlocking that energy?
Exactly. This was meant to have it in two opposite bodies. Yeah.
I knew who to send into the New Age community to expose all this.
And look, man, if anybody in the New Age community is angry at what we're saying, we can have a conversation. I am completely open to having a conversation about this, but you are not going to convince me otherwise. I know the truth. We know the truth. Now, y'all know the truth, okay? But not everybody can handle the truth.
I don't know. And guess what? I guess what I'll go as far as say this. Don't believe us. Go do your research.
Thank you.
I don't want y'all to believe anything I just said. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Go research it.
Do the research. Google is free. Go do the research.
Y'all have time to research everything. The New Age done, fed down the throats for the past 10 years. Y'all had time for that? Have time for this.
Yep.
Did y'all believe them at first? Or did you do your research? But hey, we all know that New Age paint everything so pretty. So I got those lines. Yeah, the slides will continue.
I think it's high time for another video from you, Aquaria.
Yeah, I think it's high time.
You guys, it's my turn to cook dinner, so I'm going to have to cut it off here. I don't want mommy to pass out, so I'm going to let it go here. But we definitely will do a part 2 to this. Leave your questions here in the comments, and we will address them, okay? This is what we're here to do. We're here to be of service, and this is how we're being of service, okay? And to the person that we were angry at the beginning of this broadcast, look, man, you have a chance to change your ways. I don't want you to be number 4. I really don't want you to be, okay? But when you're doing...
Honestly, I will say this. You have some valuable information to give people.
Yeah.
You really do. And that's the only reason why I gave you the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
You're dropping gems that I didn't even know.
Yep.
So there's no need for you to be wicked.
Nope.
And hey, if I'm in error about anything I said or how I came at you, I'll be woman enough to say I'm sorry.
Me too.
That's something I am. It is what it is. If it's a big misunderstanding and we came in correct, then I have to go to God and ask for forgiveness for that. And I will ask you to forgive me. And if you forgive me for that, hey, at least I will be genuine in my apology.
Of course. As am I.
I don't know everything. I can be wrong. It is what it is, though.
But this is the thing. what we're talking about can be verified if you do your research. Okay, so I'm going to let it go here. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please like, share, and subscribe to Aquaria Amethyst's page here on YouTube. She has some gems there. Check her out as well. Again, follow TTSI on anchor.fm. And we will be in touch for those sisters of Israel that are twin flames. We are making the call out to you right now. Reach out. We are energetically sending the call out so that you can reach us. Okay? And to the GOCC and to IUIC, if you want to work with us and you want to know more about this so that we can work together, divine masculine and divine feminine energy, then reach out to one of us and we will be in touch. Love you guys very, very much. And we're always praying for you, and we're doing this in service so that there's no misunderstanding. Some people are on this journey that don't need to be, and we're trying to free you from that. So that being said, thank you, Aquaria, for being online with us.
Anytime, sis.
All right, honey. So thanks you guys for watching. Take care. Follow all my socials and follow all her socials as well. If you can, Aquaria, put your socials in the comments or whatever, and so that people can follow you too, and we can all be in touch. Okay? Love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Hold on just a second. And end.